Princess Catherine, the Princess of Wales, is often celebrated for her grace, dedication, and significant charitable contributions. Her public role is widely recognized for its focus on community engagement, family values, and support for various charitable causes. However, there is a growing debate about whether she could and should use her high-profile position more actively to address political and social issues. Critics argue that her perceived lack of activism stands in contrast to the actions of other prominent figures who leverage their platforms to advocate for change. Critics contend that Catherine, given her extensive reach and influence, has the potential to be a powerful voice on pressing social issues. They observe that many contemporary public figures, including celebrities, activists, and even other royals, use their platforms to speak out on political and social matters. Figures such as Malala Yousafzai, Angelina Jolie, and Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are often highlighted as examples of how high-profile individuals can drive meaningful conversations and advocacy. For instance, Malala has been a vocal advocate for girls' education and gender equality. Angelina Jolie has focused on humanitarian issues and refugee rights, and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have addressed mental health and racial injustice. These individuals have utilized their visibility to bring attention to critical issues, challenge societal norms, and push for policy changes. In contrast, Princess Catherine has largely adhered to a more traditional role within the British royal family, which emphasizes neutrality in political matters. The British monarchy has a long-standing tradition of maintaining a position above political fray, focusing on charitable work and public service rather than engaging in political discourse. This tradition is rooted in the idea that the monarchy should be a unifying symbol for the nation, avoiding partisan conflicts and maintaining its impartiality. Catherine's focus has predominantly been on areas such as mental health, early childhood development, and addiction recovery. Her work in these fields is indeed impactful and has received widespread praise. For instance, her initiatives like the Early Years campaign aim to improve support for young children and their families, and her involvement in mental health advocacy through projects like Heads Together has contributed to reducing the stigma surrounding mental health issues. Her approach to charity work aligns with the traditional expectations of the royal role, emphasizing support for non-controversial issues that are universally relevant. However, critics argue that the contemporary landscape demands a more active engagement from public figures, including royals, on issues of social and political significance. They suggest that Catherine's position could allow her to address broader issues such as climate change, racial inequality, gender rights, and economic disparity. By speaking out on these matters, she could help to raise awareness, influence public opinion, and potentially drive policy changes. This perspective holds that the influential platform of a high-profile royal like Catherine should not be limited to traditional charitable activities, but could also encompass advocacy on pressing global challenges. The debate over Princess Catherine's role in political activism touches on broader questions about the evolving nature of the monarchy. Historically, the British royal family has maintained a policy of political neutrality to preserve its role as a unifying and stabilizing force in the country. This approach has helped the monarchy remain above the fray of political disputes and maintain a sense of continuity and tradition. Supporters of this approach argue that Catherine's current focus on charitable work and community engagement aligns with this tradition and ensures that the monarchy continues to fulfill its intended role. On the other hand, the increasing expectation for public figures to actively engage with social and political issues reflects broader societal changes. As awareness of global issues grows and public figures are increasingly seen as influencers with the potential to drive change, there is a call for those in high-profile positions to use their platforms more assertively. This shift in expectations challenges traditional roles and encourages a more proactive stance on addressing issues that impact society at large. In this context, Princess Catherine's perceived lack of activism could be seen as a missed opportunity to leverage her considerable influence for broader societal impact. The challenge lies in balancing the traditional role of the monarchy with the evolving expectations of public figures in the modern world. As Catherine continues her work in charitable areas, The debate about her potential for more active political or social engagement highlights the complexities of her role and the evolving expectations placed upon her as a high-profile royal. Ultimately, the discussion about Princess Catherine's activism reflects ongoing debates about the role of the monarchy in contemporary society. It raises questions about whether the traditional stance of political neutrality remains appropriate, or whether there is room for a more active and vocal approach in addressing social and political issues. As the landscape of public influence continues to evolve, so too will the expectations and opportunities for individuals like Princess Catherine to shape and contribute to meaningful societal change.